Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Truckers coming at you another video for you guys today. And today is a two-part video. We'll be doing another movie review. I haven't done one in forever. And then part two will be the race reaction like I always do on Mondays. So let's start with the movie review. And today's movie review is on the Addams Family animated movie. I gotta say, I was impressed. I thought they did a pretty good job on it. The plot line was great, and it was a good lesson on how you should not judge people before you get to know them. I thought there was a good moral lesson within the movie, for sure. Because within the movie, the family was judged in the wrong way. So let's get into the movie plot. So we go back 13 years before the movie takes place. Basically, the two parents, the mom and dad in the story, are getting married, but unfortunately, a huge mob shows up to try and stop the wedding. So the mom and dad flee. They are married, by the way. The mom and dad flee, and they find a house with this Frankenstein-like monster. And they stay there. 13 years later, they have two kids, Wednesday and... Oh my god. I forgot the other one. Well, the other one, that's a boy. Part of the thing with the movie is that he's trying to earn his way into the family by honoring their tradition of by doing like a series of moves with this sword to like earn his way into the family, like a rite of passage kind of tradition there. So that's part of the thing, getting him prepared. And also a couple of the other family members, the uncle and the grandma, show up to kind of help out. The uncle is trying to help the dad help his son to be ready, and then the grandma is trying to help the mom get ready. Make preparations for the event, for the rite of passage tradition ceremony. But meanwhile, this new town appears, and the Addams family sees it, and it's run by this lady who is kind of the bad guy. Kind of the bad person in the movie, because what happens is, so the Addams family goes to visit down there, and then the lady runs into them, the lady, they grant the right for the lady to go visit the house to give it a makeover. Well, while she's there, the Addams family rejects her, and that makes her really mad, making her kind of the bad guy in the movie. Meanwhile, Wednesday gets together with the mean lady's daughter, and goes to school. They both have an influence on each other, which the two moms are not really a fan of. But of course, one of them, the mom of the Addams in the Addams family is more of the good person. Well, we find out that the mean lady is actually trying to make the Addams family look bad. and she really wants to like get rid of the house. I mean, and make them scram. Well, then we jump forward, and the rest of the Addams family shows up, and that makes things even worse. They go up to the house, and the mean lady shows up with a mob, and the mean lady is trying to demolish the house. Well, then come to find out, the mean lady was behind all this. And yeah, obviously not good. And then all the people that live in the neighborhood end up liking the Addams family and is more welcoming to them. And actually, the uncle falls in love with the mean lady. So that's pretty cool. So a spark there. And of course, they both run the neighborhood, and the Addams family moves into all these houses that she has in the little town that they spawned. So all in all, the movie ends very happily, and the Addams family can live in peace. And the mean lady ends up being good, which is good. And of course, Wednesday makes a very valid point. You should not judge somebody before you get to know them. So yeah, all in all, I'll give this movie an 8 out of 10. I really liked it, and I like the fact that at the very end, they did play the well-known theme song that goes with the Addams family. They played it at the very end, so that was nice of them to do that. I figured they would at some point. So that was the old version. They played the newer version, kind of like a newer version of it in the film to kind of present. That it's to kind of get the movie going per se. So yeah, give this movie a solid 8 out of 10 for sure. I enjoyed it. There will be 2 other movie reviews coming for Frozen 2 and Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, so those will be the last 2 movie reviews of this year. And then I would have been on YouTube for... It'll be 10 months when the year runs out. Yeah, because I've been on YouTube for 8 months, so... But I do thank you guys for sticking with me, and thank you for being so patient, for waiting on the vlogs. I know it took a good while to get them going, and I'm trying to be as consistent as possible with the vlogs. So thank you guys so much for sticking with me through these 8 months, and obviously going much better now and gotten a lot more views on my videos. So I very much appreciate that. So thank you. Shout out to all my subscribers who are still sticking with me and watching my videos. I do very much appreciate that. Anyway, let's get into the race reaction. So this is the Martinsville playoff race. And a summary of the race. Truex dominated, outright dominated. He won stage 1, stage 2, and ultimately the race. I was going to say, I was not really impressed with the racing. It was just very hard to pass the leader, and that was quite presentable. That was pretty much the same factor. That was pretty much the same deal when Keselowski won the race in the spring. Yeah. Well, as for the performance of the playoff drivers, obviously Truex won the race. Hamlin, Blaney, and Larson I mean, so Truex, Hamlin, Blaney, Larson, and those were the only guys that really ended up doing well. Because Chase Elliott had car troubles, and then Kyle Busch got caught up with drama with Almirola, and then Hamlin made contact with Joey Logano. And then Kevin Harvick was just having a bad day. Kevin Harvick was not racing all that well. So with that in mind, below the cut line right now is Harvick, Blaney, Larson, and Chase Elliott is now in a must-win situation. Fortunately, he ended up not having much hope. Ended up having a bad day. So Chase Elliott's in a must-win situation already. Yeah, I don't know why. Well, actually, Chase Elliott did well last year, but unfortunately, I don't know why Elliott always seems to run into an issue in the round of 8. And ends up not making the Champ 4. But hopefully, Elliott can keep himself in it, because I feel like Chase Elliott's a championship favorite because, he's raced better than Kyle Busch so far in the playoffs. So, despite wrecking at Talladega, that was very unfortunate. But Chase Elliott has really raced well in the playoffs, and a lot better than Kyle Busch by far. So Kyle Busch got contact from Almirola. Fortunately, he spun out, and then Logano had contact from Hamlin. And actually, there was drama between those two towards the end. They had a little fight. Martinsville usually brings about drama. And Hamlin did the famous quote from last year when Logano and Truex had an issue. It's just short track racing. So I thought that kind of coincidental that he said that. Yeah, apparently Logano said that last year. I didn't know that. But Eric Steph brought that up, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. So with the drama in mind, despite the racing not being all that fantastic, I'll give this race a 62 out of 100. The racing was not that fantastic, but with the drama, it made it at least entertaining. So, yeah, I'll give this race a 62 out of 100 for sure. With the added drama that helped gave it a boost at least. But next week we go to Texas, and obviously with the might see better racing than the might see. We're gonna see. I'm expecting to see pretty good racing, with it being a mile and a half. The mile and a halves have been pretty good this year, so the mile and a half races have been much better this year, so yeah, should be in for a good race next week. Anyway, guys, that's gonna wrap this video for you guys today. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, peace out and have a good rest of your day.